way behind the Pizza Hut as you exit the Sphinx. Way behind all of the stores, there's this crazy back street where you have dogs and you have horses and you have a secret entrance to the workers, the laborers' village. This is the place where the people who built the pyramids lived, slept, worked, ate, and we're gonna go explore it. Very exciting. The pyramids were built by Egyptians. This was corvée labor, and this is where they were buried. Look at the cemetery of the workers. We found their tombs and their bodies. The higher officials, the supervisors, were on the top of the hill, and the junior craftsmen were buried at the bottom. But they all had very, very nice burials. Khufu and Khafre and Menkaure took good care of these workers. And we're going to go and explore this incredible village beyond the wall of the crow, which separates the living area of the craftsmen from the sacred area of the pyramids. Very excited to be here. I'm in Hayat al-Ghurab, the village of the workers. Unbelievable place. These guys were so important. This is a tomb of a supervisor who supervised crews who built the Great Pyramid. This is Hatshepsut's lovely burial. Let's enter into his little mastaba tomb. Look at the vaulted roof in here. Do you know he was making it replicate folded palm branches, but in mud brick, just like at the Step Pyramid, they replicated the natural world for eternity. Look, he's got little false doors. And of course, the false doors were leading over top so the spirit could come up. He was buried underneath, could come up and take his offerings. And you can see, look at the little paint that's remaining. His name, Hatshepsut. He was the one who knew the king. And what's really cool about this guy is that he chose to be buried at the bottom of the hill with his work crews, not in the prestigious tombs at the top of the hill. This is the village of the workers. We're inside a tomb of a supervisor. Amazing. Okay. What a pleasure. Hayat al-Ghurab, on the top of the hill, one of the other supervisors, overseer of the workers, Nefertiti. He was a very important king, and what's really cool, he may have been at the beginning of the 5th dynasty. Was this village still going in the beginning of the 5th dynasty with Userkaf? The name Kakai is found in here. Let's take a look at this beautiful tomb. He had 2 wives and 11 children by one of his wives. The engraving in here on these false doors, his family would have been buried underneath. It's spectacular. Look at his wife. It says Sen, the wife of Nefertiti. Look at how beautifully she is carved. Unbelievable. Let's keep going down to this beautiful family tomb. And here's another false door. They don't need real doors. It's just for the spirit to come up and get its offerings. And here's really a masterpiece. Look at this offering table. Look at how the hieroglyphs are carved so magnificently. This is offerings that the king gives of bread and beer and fine linen and all the good things. And you need to write it on the wall so that they would actually come alive in the next life. And finally, let's look at Nefertiti. Look at how beautifully his curly wig is carved, his starched skirt. And that interesting cartouche, where is it, of Kakai? Where did we see it? There it is. It's down here, Kakai. What is a 5th dynasty king's cartouche doing in an overseer in the village of the workers? Many mysteries that we're exploring here at Hayat al-Ghurab. This is amazing. People think that the tomb of Tutankhamun was the one that was cursed, but no, it was. The idea of the curse started here at the workman's village. This is the tomb of Peti, who was an overseer during the 4th dynasty. This is a fantastic tomb, and there's a curse in here. So come, let's take a look. They found 5 bodies in this cache. They did find the bodies of 300 workers, actually 500. But look, here's Peti, and here's his wife. We have the shaft down there. But the writings down here, very scary stuff. It warns that anyone who disturbs this tomb will be hit upon by Ptah and if they disturb it, they will be killed by creatures, by crocodiles, by hippopotamus and lion. And that's the first rendering of a lion that we find. This is 4th dynasty. The curse continues on this side, on Peti's wife's side. And here you see that anyone disturbs this tomb, they will be destroyed. This time we have the crocodile. Where's the crocodile again? Crocodile. There's a crocodile. There's the hippopotamus. We have a scorpion in there. There's a scorpion. Scorpion there. There it is. So nasty stuff. This is real curses of tombs. And I don't know. I'm taking a risk coming in here. But the guards say that they said I should be safe. They said a little prayer and I'll be safe. I'm not disturbing the tomb. I'm being very respectful. May you have bread and beer. May you have bread and beer. Okay, let's get out of this tomb. I never thought I would make it here. This is the Wall of the Crow. I'm just inside. From the sacred area beyond, the workers passed under that opening, and they call it Het El Khorab, the Wall of the Crow, because lots of black crows would appear on this. It separates the sacred zone from where the workers had their village, who built the pyramids of Giza. Look at this field. This is the workers' village, but Dr. Lehner covered up all of the finds that he's made, the living quarters, the eating quarters. Now they're looking for the harbor of Ku. Could there have been a man-made harbor? We don't know. It's not been confirmed, but he's got sticks up. He's looking. The village of Nazlet al-Saman is also covering up a lot of secrets. Maybe a palace of Khufu. Look at this site. This is amazing. We are inside the village of the workers, and there is the famous Wall of the Crow.